back in 2024, I started seeing these pixel ponies pop up on my For You page. It accidentally unlocked the childhood memory of me trying to figure out Ponytown. I was maybe around 8 when my little non-English brain couldn't figure out how to sign up for Ponytown, so I gave up and forgot about it. Years later, I find myself staring at a Pixel Pony game I was destined to play as a huge My Little Pony fan. This is the retelling of my own personal 2-year journey through Ponytown and its community. I do not want this video to be a call-out video, it's not supposed to be one. Just an overall look on how I personally view the game and the community behind it. So yeah, I was inspired to get on the game as a My Little Pony fan by people like Savannah and Malibu. Go follow those amazing people, by the way. I made my account with no issue and started crafting my first pony. It took me a few hours to get the gist of how the edit screen worked, but for a first attempt at creating a character, it wasn't all that bad. I wanted to recreate one of my characters that I had already drawn. His name is Milo, and I wanted to make some sort of story with him, but it never got out of the development stage. I renamed him from Milo to Mayo since it felt too human for a pony name. Then edgy Mayo was ready to see the Ponytown world. Since I was 16, turning 17 that year, I of course had to get on the safe server. No breaking rules in my book. Hell, I didn't even know there was an 18+ server at the time. I got on the safe server and oh god, there's a lot of people. Where do I go? Where can I sit? A lot of thoughts and even a bit of anxiety arose when I didn't want to seem like a noob who didn't know anything about the game. And so I watched Danny's beginner's guide video to know the basics. I'm not even kidding. I also didn't want to be rude or sit somewhere quote unquote I wasn't supposed to. In Ponytown, you can sit anywhere you want. It's a free chat room game after all. Only thing you really need to mind is other players and being even the slightest respectful. Like, if someone is at your spot where you usually sit, you don't go yell and argue with them since there aren't assigned seats. This is not a classroom, okay? You can go sit somewhere near there, and hell, even wait for your spot to free up. That's what I did for a while. It took me a bit to find a spot where I felt the most comfortable. I already ruled out the town since it's always way too crowded there. Too many people make me unnecessarily nervous, even in game. So I wanted to find a cute spot away from so many people, but still enough people so I wouldn't just sit alone in a corner all day. And oh boy, did I find the perfect spot! In the left corner of the map, back when the campsite didn't exist, I hung around this specific tree stump. I was always here. I never moved anywhere from here. If anything, I was scared to go anywhere. And in that spot, I met some of the best people ever in my life. I met so many amazing goobers, but there was something that bugged me a bit about some of them. They were younger. Me now being 17, waiting for there to be 18, and getting to be with the adults. Wow, so special. I was stuck practically babysitting 10-year-olds. I'm not even kidding. It felt like I was a kindergarten caretaker, which is not really my cup of tea. I'd rather have a meaningful conversation with people nowadays. Man, that makes me sound old. Though some kids would gravitate more to me and I'd just be kind and usually let them show their different creations. It basically became a routine at that point. A kid would come up, say their name, I'd say my name, they'd ask to be friends. I'd say sure, why not? And then they'd show me their different characters. It was fine though. I love seeing what people create on this pixel game, and some of the stuff is so creative. Of course I had my own bad experiences, even on the safe server, from people sneezing and beating me with sticks just because I was sitting at their spot, even though I had been there for a few hours by now, to meeting people who use slurs openly and were obsessed over certain historical figures and their ideology. Yeah, I met a lot of people. I even got pranked about me copying someone else's skin, which looked nothing like my skin just because. Hell, they said I copied their DeviantArt OC, even though I have literally never been on DeviantArt. But it's fine. I knew enough about myself that those people were not worth my time, so yes, I blocked a few people in my first year of playing. Otherwise though, since I was at the edge of the map most of the time, I was safe and sound, fully content with the few friends I made. In Ponytown there is this place called Docks. It was pretty close to my spot, so I wanted to give it a try. By going on this one specific boat, you are transported to your own private party island you can build on. I did have a bit of an embarrassing moment when I was trying to build on my island for the first time. I had been in a party with a few friends since they wanted to show me around their island. I left the party only to be left with my friend's island. I of course hadn't saved any islands yet, so I thought I lost it all. Turns out my dumbass didn't notice a button new. I could have pressed the entire time and could have saved an awkward conversation with strangers about me not being able to load maps. For almost 10 months straight, I just sit or lay around that tree stump talking to people. In that year, I did change his design from what he used to be to what he is now. If anything, those changes happened only like 3 days after I made my account. After that, I made my autumn outfit, not to mention my spooky outfit for Halloween. Same for winter holiday season. Speaking of those holidays, I made sure to collect all the candies and presents during Halloween and winter to get all the toys. The toys are one of my favorite things. They're so cute on any character's head. Speaking of collectibles though, I was informed about clovers and pearls and how you could collect those during summer. Clovers are both summer and spring, which is why I moved my spot a bit to the right to a clover patch. I sat there with those clovers for a while and even encountered something very rare. From my understanding regarding the Ponytown wiki, someone should really update that, by the way. It has some outdated information. There are always 3 clovers present on the map somewhere. When a player picks one up, it spawns another somewhere else. I have gotten not just 2 next to each other, but all 3. I'm telling you, my spot is absolute peak. Then I experienced my first ever event on Ponytown 2025. It was just a small one connected to a real My Own Pony convention. I made a small video about it and I didn't really see the appeal of events. But that changes later on this year. Living through the Easter event and going over the summer, I had been playing for a year. And finally turned 18. As said before, a lot of my friends were a bit younger, so I didn't want to leave them behind, so I stayed on the safe server a bit longer. That all changed though as I met a certain someone who forced me to make my TikTok as a safety precaution. Back in August 2025, I had my first ever copy experience. They are a minor and it is a past issue, so you don't need to really worry about it anymore, but back then, I had basically not made any sort of Ponytown content, maybe a few videos, but I was not known for those at all. Hell, Mayo or Caramel at this point didn't even really have lore like he has now. To see someone who I was getting to know copy my character while we were hanging out without permission, red flag instantly. They probably pressed the save and play option while you're creating a character in game, which foiled their plans completely. After I said I wasn't comfortable with this, they said they had to go. I then just went back to sitting around. I felt social that day, so I changed to my Fluttershy cosplay and wanted to talk to a few My Own Pony fans. Before I could start a conversation with other MLP fans though, I saw myself get online. It was that faker friend. I of course whispered to them, "What you doing?" And they logged off. I started a whole undercover mission to find them again as me. Fez to the rescue. I did find them as me. I pretended to be a friend of mine coming over to them, only to change into Caramel and confront them. Sometimes you gotta be a trickster to really get more information about why they're doing this. They did this copying theft because they were jealous of how cute this character I made was. I was like, dude, your characters are cute as heck. Why are you obsessed over this guy? This went on for a few days before they blocked me. In an earlier conversation that happened way before all of this, they told me they had a TikTok. I got paranoid that they might start making content with my character without me knowing, so I reshaped my old private TikTok I only used to follow my friends. I barely use TikTok otherwise because I don't like TikTok, to the account that it is now. I reposted some of the Ponytown related videos I had made on YouTube, and my TikTok has been practically the same since. I made it as a safety precaution that only served as a gateway to a bunch of new things. As I was making my TikTok more me, I followed a few more Ponytown creators I had been following on YouTube. I discovered that Savannah had a 16+ Discord server for her and Amethia's fans. I, as a butterfly, of course, decided to join the Discord server, which was actually the first ever big Discord server I joined. For the record, if you aren't 16+, please do not join that server. It's a rule set by the creators due to the server having some more mature conversation from time to time. Also, do not join that server if you aren't a Savannah or Amethia fan. It's not my server. Right away, I spent hours talking there with people, to the point that it was even joked about how much I was leveling up, since the server has a level up bot that makes you level up the more messages you send. I got to be a part of a cool community of Ponytown and My Little Pony lovers, and it was great. Back then, though, I didn't know who Amethia was. That's kind of a sad thing to say now. We got really close real quick as I realized she was Finnish, just like me. That, and combined with me being online practically every hour of every day on the server, I was asked to be a moderator on the server. It was more of an emergency mod situation because they were running out of mods. Anywho, I took the job since I was indeed 18, and I don't know, it was special. As a stickler for the rules and wanting everyone to have a great time, I was pretty set on being a mod trainee for a while. Months later, I became, and still am, a moderator on there. So if one of you joins and doesn't pick an age role, I swear, I'm coming for you. Not to mention, don't pick your age just to be there. It's not fun for you or for us, only leads to more trouble. Don't do it. Later on, I was informed by a flyer my mom brought home that there'd be a pony convention in Helsinki of all places. I yeeted this info to Amethia and we were like, okay, let's go. And so we did. Me, my sister, and Amethia going to a small pony convention in Finland. Bonding. I made a short video about that. I wanted to do something special for winter season though. Since I had been practically adopted by the community now, I wanted to do an advent calendar wheel art roulette thing, expanding the whole month of December of 2025. You can still watch the whole series of me drawing pony heads for 31 days. It was a lot. Now for the more heavy part of this video. If you are not in a good headspace or want to avoid past drama talk, please skip to this timestamp of the video. Please heed this warning. Please heed these warnings. Even as we shifted to 2026, there had already been old drama and new drama to come. If someone isn't aware, the Ponytown content community is filled with absolute filth. From people being pedos to just overall being gross and being friends with pedos. From people using slurs freely and faking your own death for clout. This community has seen it all. Me being new to it all, of course, I didn't know about all of this beforehand. I have been partly filled in on what happened in something social event. A lot of drama there regarding multiple people. On videos, everything seems fine, but even your closest friends can turn out to be leaking DMs to those very predators that are still out there, causing issues. It's a lot of negative shit for such a cozy game. Enough shit to genuinely cost someone's life in the process, not just a fake one. It's disturbing, which is why I haven't befriended every single person on this game, nor in the community. But it's not just the content community. It's also some of the fans. Fans, it's okay to come up and say you're a fan. It's okay to bring compliments through whispers. What isn't fine is stalking, figuring out where the content creator hangs most at, DMing them unnecessary things, harassing them in future videos, and impersonating them. There's a lot of fan behavior that makes me tick. Please remember that even though all of these creators have numbers next to their name, they're still people. Not zoo animals to be looked at. that is only glazing over some of the biggest drama that has happened and probably will continue to happen, since apparently people have forgotten what a block is. When a person blocks you, it's their way to just take a step back and create distance. A person does not need to tell you why they blocked you, and you don't need to be offended by a block. I personally advise people to block me if they don't like me. If you find me annoying and don't like what I do, you can block me. I won't mind. It's just a way to create distance, basically create boundaries on the internet. But apparently that's taken with a lot of offense over some people in the community. I'm disappointed to see people who are older than me get so offended by a button press and make drama out of it, like it's the worst thing that could happen in their life. That's what we're at right now. And it's not a good place, man. But I don't want to end this video on a bad note, though. Remember how I said I'm not big on events and how that changed during 2025 and moving over to this year? Yeah, it sure did once I realized that most of the people I was getting to know work on those events. Events are fully made for fun as a virtual convention. They started due to the pandemic in 2020, since real-life ponycons couldn't be hosted. I didn't know that back then, but what I did know was that Malibu asked me if I wanted to make content for Spirit Soiree, an upcoming Ponytown event. When this video goes out, this event has passed. It was last weekend. I made 2 videos for that event, and they were played on the big screen of the event during a 30-minute content blast. That was just pure 30 minutes of funny content over all the videos that the whole content team had made. It was so fun. In the process of making those videos, though, I was informed by Amethia that the promotion team for the event was having some issues. I offered to help, since that's just the thing I do. And I genuinely just got in there. Suddenly I was just there. Now I'm on the promo team with other promo leads. What is happening? Among those people was a particularly familiar green pony, though. It's Danny. It's the one guy I watched a few guide videos from to not look like a noob when I was starting out. Other than that very funny coincidence, I made a few promotional videos from scratch myself, them being half of the musicians video, 2 of the artist of the week videos, and getting to act as Cendric in one of the promotional videos regarding the actual lore of the characters, 3 mascots. But that's not all. I also got special access to help Amethia with her build in the server, because she was doing a lot of other stuff in real life and she was busy, so I got to jump in and help build for the first time. And I also got special permission to make the whole start video for the entire event on the first day. You can watch that video over on the Spirit Soiree's official YouTube. It is fully there. It is 7 minutes and explains what the event was and gives lore for all of the characters. And looking over to year 2 of Spirit Soiree, I think it's very important that people know the lore, so you can start to already theorize on what's to come with the next year's event. Making those videos was kind of draining, though, I will be honest. And for what some of those videos were, that's a lot of work, including just overall getting the Pride commissions finished to show the bases and getting those done at the same time as Spirit Soiree was going on. Not to mention this video. This video is so long and it's gonna take so long to edit. I'm not gonna complain, though. I love editing. And I absolutely love being a part of this community and to be able to do all of this for all these amazing people who deserve every single second of it. But to end this video off, I want to thank you, the friends I've made from this game, from the community, from all the people who have pressed a few buttons over on my socials. thanks Spirits for Ray for giving me a chance to be on the team, not just on the content team, but a lot of it, and just the all else. And thank you everyone who donated to St. Jude Children's Hospital during the event. We raised so much money and I'm so thankful that we did. I hope everyone enjoyed the event, not just my part, but the whole event, since it's probably a pretty big highlight of my year. Thank you.